I'm surrounded by babies. Boop. Well, guys, if no one shows up, I'm just gonna tell you, my babies. This is my big baby. She's the singer. This is the one that sings the best. Yeah. Your baby girl. Oh, so sweet. You guys want to sing a song before I start on my spiel about energy drinks? Should I show Titus too? What do you think? You want to sing for us? All right, anyways. I'm going to talk to you guys about energy drinks. There's one in particular I want to talk about because I watched a video about it, but I think we can safely say this applies to all energy drinks. But first, a thirst trap photo. How about this? Good old ugly Tiffany and her bulging biceps beauty. Hello Fluff, hello Vcash, hello Outlaw Creative. All right, so I don't always just watch chat on YouTube. Sometimes I actually watch other videos. And I was watching this one last night. There's a channel called T-Spill, which is a really good informative channel. And it was all about this drink called Alani Nu. Alani Nu is a caffeine beverage. And it was created by like weightlifting, like gym enthusiasts. I forget their names, but like a man and woman, they created this drink. And it then went on to show how after a while people started getting really sick from drinking it. Like they would have headaches, really bad ones, or they would throw up, or they would start to feel really like shitty, and hormonal acne would break out. Just all kinds of different symptoms. So, you know, it's not one symptom fits all. It affects people differently in many terrible, terrible ways. So then these people started figuring out that, all right, well, maybe it's linked to this drink, because everyone loves this Alani Nu drink, especially a flavor called Witch's Brew. I've never tried it, but the problem is I drink Ghost, and it's very similar to Alani Nu. They both have 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot of caffeine all at once. And they both have citric acid, which, by the way, is a byproduct of mold. Did you guys know this? I didn't. I just learned that. Like black mold, I think she said. It's like a product of black mold, citric acid. Citric acid is a preservative. It is not what causes necessarily the sour taste. It's actually malic acid that causes sour taste in like candies and drinks and things like that. And the artificial sweeteners like sucralose were causing problems. So I'm reading all this, and another one was shortness of breath. And I'm reading my ingredient list on my drink, and I'm like, this is like exactly like Alani Nu. And I drink 2 of these things a day. So I'm probably gonna die. But you know what? I will be dying while productive, you know? Because I've tried now going without caffeine. Well, that's not true. I've tried going without these energy drinks. So no caffeine because of no energy drinks. And I'm sluggish. I'm tired. I can't go more than a day without taking them. It's an addiction. I like depend on them. And it's scary because I mean, I already knew energy drinks were bad for you. Like, I get it. But hearing it reiterated by a different brand in this video that I watched made me realize that I'm headed down a path that is not great. Let me see who is here. Ah, la 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 la, la 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 la. Energy drinks are not, I don't believe, don't quote me, are not regulated. Neither are supplements. I don't know why. Why are we not regulating these things? There's a loophole or something. So when I buy supplements in a capsule, how do I know what's in that capsule? It could be sawdust. I don't know. That's why if you get supplements, you should always look for one that has a third-party testing. Not their own testing. That would be like a fox watching the hen house. No, they should be tested by someone that has nothing to gain from it. So they're not part of the company. Do I look for that in my supplements? No. I look at price. I look at reviews. But they do say you should look for third-party testing. Excuse me while I drink my poison. I have experienced one in particular, effect from drinking energy drinks. Stinky pits. Stinky pits? Hello, Tessa. Why should I listen to what you have to say? I don't care, quite frankly. Well, okay. No one's making you stay here. I love sour candy too. Tessa, it's not the malic acid that's a problem. I mean, it's acidic, but citric acid is everywhere. It's in everything. And knowing where it comes from now, I'm a little creeped out. I'm not gonna lie. You drink too many sodas? Jimmy. Caffeine should be regulated and supplements. Yeah. Can you shout me out? It's my birthday. Aiden? Happy birthday, Aiden. How old are you? Always takes candy from strangers if it's Jimmy. But you're not a stranger though, Jimmy. I wouldn't say. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do moving forward because I rely on these drinks to get me through the day. I don't think green tea is going to cut it. Plus, I can't stand hot beverages. Like, I don't like tea. I don't like coffee. If you try to warm up my apple cider, we're going to have a problem. I like my apple cider cold. And I've tried caffeine pills, but they do something weird to my body that I don't like. A lot of energy drinks will put L-theanine in their drink. Like mine has L-theanine in it. And it combats the problems with caffeine. So caffeine can cause jitters, right? And that shaky feeling. And L-theanine calms the body. So it negates all of those poor qualities that caffeine can produce. A lot of energy drinks will put L-theanine in their drinks. Yes, Tessa. My job is physically demanding. My job is physically demanding, and then I go to the gym after my job. So I drink one before work, like I'm drinking right now. And then around my lunch break, I crack open another one. And I don't like chug them. I just sip that one throughout the evening. And then by the time I get to the gym, I'm like, I can't drink a caffeinated beverage and then go hard because it causes shortness of breath, heart palpitations, and I feel like I might pass out. So, I mean, that should be a sign, right? So I drink them, and then about like, I don't know, an hour later, I'm good to go as far as energy-wise. Without the caffeine, I'm a miserable bitch. Like, miserable. Because you become dependent on it. Hello, best tennis player. I don't know. They're probably living their lives. Jimmy, as long as they're not Alani Nu. I don't know why this Alani product is what's spurring this conversation on the social media. I think it's because influencers were pushing it so much, because I don't think it's just this brand. I think it's several brands that are guilty. They have the same kinds of ingredients. Like when I look at my ingredient list, which I have my glasses on, but it's hard to read. Carbonated water, malic acid, which is the sour taste, natural and artificial flavors. What does that even mean? What natural thing is in this can of incredibly unnatural shit is what I want to know. When they say natural flavors, they don't have to say where it comes from. If you're eating a beef product and it says natural flavors, it could be the butthole. They don't have to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I drink water too, Fluff. I tried to drink water with my energy drinks, because if I only drink energy drinks, I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel horrible. So it's like a balance. What else is in here? Citric acid, L-carnitine, tartrate, taurine, tartaric acid, sucralose, which is the fake sugar, caffeine, alpha glycerol, choline, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative, potassium sorbate, a preservative, ascorbic acid, coffee fruit extract, niacinamide, astragalus root. I don't know what that is. Extract. I don't know what that is. Panax extract. I don't know what this means. But the one thing about Alani is it has a lot of B vitamins in it and biotin. Unless I just read the Latin name for biotin, I don't think this has biotin in it. And having a surplus of biotin is no good for you either. And I know Alani has 100% of your daily's intake of biotin. I take biotin at night with my supplements. It's good for hair, skin, and nails. I don't know why it would be in an energy drink. But having all those B vitamins in an energy drink is actually not great. Your body doesn't need as much B vitamins as social media will tell you. Plus, you get some of that from your diet. So basically, if I go out with a heart attack, my life has been great. Like, I'm good. Like, I hear heart attacks are quick. And when it's my turn to go, I want it to be quick, you know? I don't want a long, drawn-out thing. I just hope I don't die in a really embarrassing position, you know? I want some... I hope I'm not doing... I'm not on the toilet, you know? People remember that. JC and Ray made a mistake of hopping in my van. They put like 1 drop of fruit juice in there, and then they can say natural flavors. Addiction, yeah. I used to be addicted to cigarettes, and that was hard for me to quit. I quit cigarettes. I quit January 21st of 2021. And I haven't looked back. And now anytime I'm around people that smoke cigarettes, it leaves like a terrible taste in my mouth, and I'm just not into it. Like, I don't like it. Like, my mom smokes, my boss smokes. I can't not be around these people, but also, I don't like it. But I used to be a hardcore smoker. Like, I would smoke 2 packs of menthols a day. You had a family member die recently. Was it from like lung cancer or something, Outlaw Creative? Sorry to hear that. I'm not prepared for death. not, I mean, like, I'm okay. Like, if I go tomorrow, like, all right, you know, fair deal. I had a good 44-year run, but I'm not prepared for my loved ones to die because I haven't had too much loss, and I don't deal with things very well. I know my coping mechanisms don't help all the time. So if I lost someone very near and dear to me, I don't know what would happen. I would probably freak out, I'm sure. Um, like my great grandmother died, and I loved her, but I didn't know her very long, right? I just haven't had very. I've had a couple losses in Gary's family. I was actually there when his grandma died, which that was a mind fuck. Have you ever been in front of someone that died? I mean, oh my gosh, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. I didn't know. Lung infection. You're bringing us all down. Let's talk about food. No, because we got to talk about the hard things. And I'm not talking about anything inside your pants or your van, Jimmy. Cigs has to be one of the hardest to quit. I didn't, but lots of fam that eventually kicked the habit. Because you don't smoke cigarettes, right? Hold on, I need to drink more of this poison. 1 second. Just for my haters. Some random weirdo in Vegas keeps talking about my belly button. I don't understand. Like, stop looking at my belly button, weirdo. I think his name is Fred or something. Anyways, I went to the gym last night for the first time in like 2 months. I felt very insecure because I hadn't been there in 2 months. I saw all the regulars. I saw new year, new me people, of course, that I'd never seen in my gym before, and I used to go to the gym all the time. And not last night, but the night before, I worked out at home, and I feel it, even though I thought it was a really lame workout. I still feel it because I haven't worked out in like 2 months. I've regressed. So in my lame little workout at home, I did weighted bicycle crunches and weighted donkey kicks. That was all I could do, and not that many of them. So last night I did leg day. I did worked on my calves and my thighs, and I can feel it already. My body's like, oh, this again. So my plan is to go to the gym again tonight for arm day. And then Friday, my gym closes early, which I don't understand why. So I usually don't go on Fridays. But this is my plan, okay? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but I'm trying to mentally prepare myself. I want to do a 3-day fast. I want to do a 3-day fast, and it has to be 3 days, because someone in chat was telling me about this, and I'm like, why 3? Because I did an almost 48-hour fast a few weeks ago, and they're like, no, you got to do 3 days. That's the sweet spot. So I was like, all right, let me look into it, and at 3 days is when your body goes into autophagy. And I'm not doing this to lose weight, okay? I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to starve myself. No. I want to hit autophagy. Autophagy, autophagy, if you break down into the Latin words, auto means self, phagy means eat. So your body will eat itself on a cellular level. And what's cool about that is if you have any damaged cells, damaged mitochondria. Your body will take care of it. And one thing I'm learning about damaged mitochondria is it is heavily linked to cancer. So can I prove that? No. There's a lot of evidence suggesting, though, that that is a thing. So if I can get to 3 days, I will know that I can trigger my body into going through and getting rid of all the damaged cells. And that's a huge deal to me. That's a huge deal it should be a huge deal to anyone. But 3 days is a long ass time to go without eating. And someone like me who is hypoglycemic, who blood sugar is just drops, it's going to be an interesting time, especially not eating at work. But fasting is also supposed to help regulate your blood sugar. So there's a lot of really good benefits to fasting. I just don't know if I could do it. So my plan, I'm going to eat breakfast tomorrow. And then I'm not going to eat again until Monday morning. So I'll have the weekend to suffer. And I won't have to suffer while working. So that's what I'm planning on doing health-wise. And I like to share that with everyone because it's part of my wellness thing. And I will let you guys know how it goes. But I'm very... I don't know what the word is. I'm not looking forward to it because I remember my 48-hour fast, and that was humbling, to say the least. Bring me down, bring me down, down. Bring me down, bring me down. You have acid reflux and not eating burp up acid all the time. Oh, that sucks. Hello, Nick of Time. Valak isn't here. If you're talking about Outlaw Creative, that's not Valak. Outlaw Creative is someone else completely. And now my bird says go eat, because he's telling the dogs to go eat, because I tell the dogs go eat. So he says it. And if that motherfucker starts telling me to go eat this weekend, oh, he's getting plucked. You're getting plucked, Phoenix. If you could tell me to go eat this weekend, I'm gonna pluck you. All right? I was watching a doc where 3 hikers got lost and went 5 days without food. I can't even imagine. Especially when you're spending all that energy to try to get out, try to figure a way out of the woods. But, like, when I watch, like, Naked and Afraid, I can't imagine that. Like, first of all, you're naked in front of a stranger, but I guess, like, you get over that pretty quickly. But then, like, you have no protection from, like, insects and things, And it's one thing to get a bug bite, or several. It's another to get a bug bite down there. Had to resort to eating spiders and flies. Flies? Inside a cave. Well, I've had spiders, all right? Not great, but protein. I don't know about flies, though. Like, what kind of flies are we talking? Because I feel like if it was like a house fly, I don't think that would be very beneficial. They should have been looking for worms. Worms are disgusting, don't get me wrong, but you boil them, that's protein too. Oh, they were in a cave? If they were, well, I don't know if you could dig in a cave. I don't know. Either way, not a fun situation. Anyways, Alani Nu, getting back to, like, the thing I started. It's supposed to taste really good. Kind of like this ghost drink that I'm drinking. But I do notice there are a few differences, maybe. I was reading the comments, and people in the video were like, I drink Monster all the time, and I don't have these issues. So Alani Nu must have maybe a little something different about it. But that doesn't mean that Monsters and Red Bulls and Reign and Celsius, which, by the way, Celsius bought Alani Nu. They bought them out for like $1 billion or some shit. It doesn't mean that they're not good for you. They're better for you. They're not. He looks how I feel. Who, me? Yeah, I'm a dude. But you know what? I'm a smart ass dude that goes to the gym. Bruh. Who the fuck do you think you are? Well, my name's Tiffany Wears T-shirts on YouTube, and I think that I am a 44-year-old woman trying to figure it out just like the rest of you. You're not smart. Well, that's your opinion. I took an IQ test when I was 9 or 10. I only took it because my grandpa bought one. This was in the 90s, okay? Early 90s, before like internet bullshit tests. This is like a legit IQ test. And he bought it for himself and his son, my uncle. But I was like, can I take this test? And they're like, haha, I guess, if you want to. So they were watching a movie, so I took the test. And I scored like a 127 or a 129. Now that's not boastable. That's not like, oh my God, you're a genius. I'm not a genius. I never claimed to be a genius. But at 9 years old, and they say that your IQ doesn't really change. So like if I took another test like that, it would probably be about the same. That's above average, and that's literally all I can ask for. I just have a slightly higher than average IQ. You are old. Yeah? Yes, I am old. I tried that Monster coffee, not that great. I didn't know Monster had a coffee. It doesn't sound good. It's a fact. What, that I'm old? 184, hi Jim. No, not 184. I'm like, I'm not even... I always thought you had to have at least 130 to get into Mensa. So they would look at my IQ score and be like, no thanks, peasant. Get out. The bicep coming along. Yeah, well, the bicep hasn't worked out in 2 months. But we're going to try. Tonight's arm day, so we're going to get back there. What happened to all your moderators? I am the moderator. I don't have enough people in my chat to worry about having a mod. I took an IQ test and it said I was smarter than Shannon, which is 50 IQ points above Albert Einstein. Yes. Yes. I'm honest about my IQ. I am humble about my IQ. I'm just glad that I'm above average. That's all I want. I just don't want to be average. And I'm not. And I'm definitely not below average because, you know, we have people in our little chat community that are below average, and you know who they are, okay? I don't have to mention names. But I don't claim to be a genius. I certainly don't claim to have an almost perfect IQ score. But even if you... I mean, there are all kinds of intelligence. Like, even if you had a high score or a low score, it doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means, like... The IQ scores are, like, mostly about, what, mathematics, pattern recognition, you know? So you're not like ChatGPT, so what, you know? Some people are smart about certain things that I will never learn or want to know about. And they probably score lower than I do. But I don't judge people by it. Not at all. But when people say I'm stupid, I'm like, listen, I have proof to show you. I can produce a paper that says I'm not stupid. Stupidity, in the essence, would be, I think it's like 75 and below. That would be considered like mentally retarded or something like that. Your face is below average. Okay, but I'm not here to like get your favor. I'm married, bro. I don't care if you think I'm ugly, but look at that body. I've changed it so much. Can I not just be proud of myself? Is that against the law? You know where I got that number from, don't you? I think we all know, Jim. Okay. Shh. I know. Phoenix, quit doing that. Don't do it. Be nice to the dogs. Hi, kiddos. They give you, okay, you're telling me they give you an IQ score in jail? Get the fuck out of here. Some games are something they say have an IQ of 180 or more to figure out this puzzle. Yeah, but they use that a lot for marketing on social media. And you can't you can't use those stupid like little short IQ tests online. You need a legitimate one if you're actually wanting to know your IQ. You need to get a legitimate test because there's a lot of fake ones. If there's only 5 questions, trust me, it's not real because the test that I took had a lot of questions. Shit this stream down. Shit all on my stream. This is a petty morning stream. I gotta do these now, kiddos. Now I gotta do petty morning streams. Ugh, excuse me. I gotta get ready for work soon. Kiddos, you wanna go do my job for me? I don't think you could do my job, but I don't wanna go. Yeah, but could you do the Magic Eye 3D books? No! Oh my god. Okay. I did it one time. I figured out how to focus my eyeballs and I could see the image and I lost it. And I have never been able to do it since. And I have tried to the point of giving myself a terrible headache. I can't do it. I know what you're supposed to do. I once briefly saw the blurred image of something. I couldn't even figure out what it was before I lost focus. And I just can't do it. I can't do it. Is that like a skill? I don't want to talk about Shannon. All right, Outlaw Creative. Have a good day. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to be going too. I got to get ready for work. I don't want to go. I can't wait for the weekend, but also it's going to be a tough weekend for Tiffany. Phoenix, don't make me practice the flute, bro. I'll do it. I'll practice the flute. You want that? I don't think you want that. Shut it down. It helps if you can make yourself go cross-eyed. I can make my eyes cross and I can stare into the void. But like I could never freaking do those things. And my friends would be like, "Oh, I see an elephant." I'm like, "The fuck you do." This chat is dry. No, it's dripping with poison. I was talking about Alani Nu, which is an energy drink that causes lots of problems for people. Very similar to the one I drink every fucking day. Sometimes, mostly 2 times a day, every day. And they're not cheap. They are not cheap. The Magic Eye was hard as fuck to see, though. I can only see a few of them. Deer, beaten. Skims? What? Dish? Are you just saying random shit? What? Tiffany, have you seen your nose lately? Of course. Hello, Keith. Yes. No drama. Sick to the end. What are you... Mr. Ender Gamer, are you having a stroke? Remember, spamming lowers your income. What? Spamming lowers your testosterone. I say do it. Alright, someone kicked me in the ass. I gotta get up. I'm surrounded by my fur babies, and I don't want to... You look smelly. I always thought it was weird. Whenever I talk to or look at fellow chatters, I never think, wonder what they smell like. Like, never once did I ever think, boy, I wonder what they smell like. I don't care what you all smell like. I'm gonna get a shower, so I shower every day. It is creepy. I probably smell like dogs right now because I'm covered in dogs. I need to go get some washers and some bolts and nuts because the washers that come with the perches I buy for Phoenix are never the right size for his cage. I need to go to like Home Depot or some shit. Alright, this guy, Mr. Ender, I'm pretty sure he's a random word generator. I'm gonna have to get rid of you just because you're annoying me. Dump him out. You dump him out. Where's Fred? Where did Fred go? I want to show him my belly button. I want to show my belly button. I'm so sick of this guy talking about how low my belly button is. It's so weird. You smell like hot dog water? I mean, I guess I can't prove otherwise. You're weird. Yes. And I think you're kind of weird. I've seen you, low-key loves. I've seen you around. And I think you're kind of strange. And I don't know who low-key or Barry are. I'll send you a link. To what? What are you sending me a link to? Oh my gosh, Phoenix. The animals get, and Gary, let's be fair, they all get depressed during the week because my schedule being the way it is, I come home late, I go to bed late, I sleep in, so nobody here gets to hang out with me for very long because I'm either at work or at the gym or unconscious. And I can feel the depression in everyone. Like Gary, the dogs, the bird. Not so much the cats, but... So I feel bad. So the weekends I really do try to give them more of me. But there's only so much of me to go around. And people are like, well, you're in chat all the time. Yeah, I'm in chat all the time. Gary's not here, right? My husband's not here. I'm literally petting my dogs before work. So yeah, this is the time to chat. If Gary and I are doing stuff, I'm not going to be chatting. Unless he's on he's walking with me. Then you'll see him. You'll see him walking with me. Oh my God, you're stalking me. No, I'm not stalking you. I don't know where you go, and I don't care. But we a lot of us intersect depending on where you go. I really don't go to anybody's panels anymore. I'll go to Mary's, but I don't go to the other side of, I don't go to like Panelverse. I don't go, ever since JC shut down, I really don't go anywhere. I go to Vegas, or I open my own stream, because I'm not about to start drama with new people, and I tend to like draw drama like a magnet. So I feel like if I just stay away from other people's streams, I'll be okay. Just stick to my own. Phoenix reminds me of someone with Tourette's. He has tics. Yes, he does. He absolutely does. All right, now I'm running late. I gotta go. You guys have been great. Thanks for hanging out with me. The takeaway today is energy drinks are bad, especially Alani Nu, apparently. Don't drink them if you haven't started. They're nothing good can come from them. You just create a dependence like I'd have. And now I'm gonna go finish my drink, get ready for work, go to work, drink more, and go to the gym. Have a great day. I'll catch you guys around. You know how I am. Be good. And choose positivity if you can. And I'll see you guys next time. Adios.